Shalom, shalom, Yasharala. We'll start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakadash. Pele Hebrew tongues, correct as the Heavenly Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders at GMS. And shalom to you, sisters and brothers, living this truth. And shalom to the brothers and sisters listening and studying to show themselves approved. Shalom. Today, I want to come to you talk about something I seen and noticed, which we've been noticing, but it's more noticeable now. And like a good watchman, I got to put it out there to the sheep to let them know what's going on. And as you can look at this picture I took, by my house, what's the first thing you see in the skies? You see chemtrails. And not only was they over here by my house, they was all over the skies yesterday. You know, they was all over the place. And the skies is pretty clear. It was a couple clouds you could see there, a couple clouds scattered, but it was pretty clear. But it's chemtrails everywhere. I mean, I'm seeing planes running chemtrails. I'm looking up in the sky, doing what we gotta do, where we gotta go. And soon as they did that, soon as the nightfall came, we had a storm last night. Here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and it was strong winds, and it brought cold temperatures. I noticed we starting to warm up a little bit, starting to get to where you put a seed in the ground, and all of a sudden now we're back to kind of like, kind of chilly weather. So with that being said, you see the chemtrails, right? See the chemtrails, Yasharala. Now check out the weather report. Let's get a weather report. Show you what these devils done did, which is really Yahweh Shah doing this because he's using the wicked people he made, Esau, Edom, in order to bring about them famines he was talking about. So check it out. Since them chemtrails, we're going to be 64 for a high on Thursday, 41 for a low. And check this out, 35 on the 8th of April. That's what, 3 degrees above freezing? So why is this happening? Why did they run those chemtrails like crazy that one day? And that's because I see the whole plan and what Esau's doing, which really that's the plan of Yahweh Shah, like I said earlier, is to kill the crop. It's in order to bring that famine that Yahweh Shah has been prophesying in the word that he's going to bring about, in the land of Babylon. It is coming. I recently took a trip to Kansas, and that's the bread basket of the world, and as I'm traveling to Kansas, you see nothing but farmland everywhere. And most of the crop was yellowed out and dead, and I feel sorry for anybody who put a seed in the ground, because you're supposed to do that like in March, get your stuff going in March after the supposed to be the first frost. Because if you did that, most likely your crop about to die. Because you just seen right there, showed we about to have a almost freezing temperature for the low on Friday. And you can look, it's still kind of cool, man. Like, I know back in the day, around April, we have warmer temperatures right now. It'd be rainy, but it'd be more that warm, humid. Right now, we're still getting cold weather at night. We're averaging, 40 degrees at night, which is not good for certain crops. And, like, they done pushed the season back so far. You're supposed to have certain things got to be planted in March. So, certain crop is really out of season. You can't even get that going no more. So let's no further ado go to the scriptures, because all Esau doing, that's the only thing they good for is doing the wickedness. That's what Yahweh Shah created them to do. And they're doing them chemtrails, manipulating the weather in order to destroy the crop. Esau is bringing on this famine so that he can make you bow down and take out rations when he, ushers and props up his beast system, which, like I said earlier, it's Yahweh Shah doing this. So check, I'm going to read this first precept. This is Luke 21:11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilence, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. So that precept shows right there, we seen them chemtrails, that's a sign from heaven. If you're in the right spirit, you're paying attention. Because, I seen about 3 or 4 planes yesterday, and they're just running them, chemtrails all over the place. It was just crisscross signs all over the place. And then, like I said, we had kind of clear skies. Then the dark rain clouds came in when it got close to dark. And all of a sudden, we had a storm last night. Then you get cooler weather. And that's bringing cold weather to destroy crop. Esau doesn't want you to be able to grow and live off the land, because then that offsets him erecting his beast system. You have something where you ain't got to rush out like the rest of the masses and go to his little handouts and have him ration everything else. They're gonna shut down these supermarkets. They're gonna shut down all these little places you go get your food, vending machines. Like, that great famine is coming. You can see it clear as day if you're in the right spirit. So I say that to getting this true because it's like it's been accelerated. This thing is happening fast. It's getting quicker and quicker as we move towards the end. And Esau Edom is closing down his system and about ready to direct that beast system that Yahweh Shah said that will come in the latter days. And it is very much upon us. And I like that Yahweh Shah gave us this truth because the prophets, we seeing this thing clear as day. Like, it ain't missing us at all. We are not ignorant to Satan's devices. I'm going to bring this out. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So this word was written so that Satan wouldn't get advantage of us. We ahead of the game. We on top of it. We see it coming. As we see it coming, we put it out for the sheep. The sheep see it coming, and we're going to prepare ourselves, we're going to prepare ourselves that we should. And, ain't nothing wrong with going to get a little extra, groceries, getting a little extra, putting stuff back. But how I'm saying it, that's not really going to preserve you, man. Your faith is what's going to preserve us. Your faith is going to have to be at an all-time high when this devil kick in with his beast system. Because like how I look at it, we're going to be reduced to nothing but faith. Like, you might get snatched up from your job, thrown into the FEMA camp. You might get cast out your house real quick, might have to flee. You can't pack up all them, things you stored up, your bottled waters, your noodles. You just had to flee that. So we're going to be reduced to faith. That's why this word and this truth is so very important. And following the true doctrine. That way it eliminates any doubt. Because this is not the time to be rolling through with doubt in your mind. That's why them off camps is about to, put a stumbling before people. Because they're going to be like, once they doubt, they got taught some wrong stuff and they doubt that, then they're going to doubt everything they've been taught. That's why we've been saying it's time to use your discernment and get with the truth. Get with, the doctrine that's been laid down from the apostles elders of Great Millstone. Because we ain't got to go back to the drawing board. They got it right. This is who the Lord is dealing with. This is the house of David. And it's solid now. Now we just got to stay the course. And the next thing that's going to kick in, because I noticed, Yahweh Shai, he's not like people, man. He don't want you to just like say you got faith and say you this and you that. Nah, he going to test you. He going to try you. And he want to see, do you got faith? That's why all these events are coming, to try everybody, to see, are you really of Yahweh Shai, or are you just using lip service, to fake everybody out, finesse everybody? Because plantation Christians, they do that. They all say I'm highly favored, I'm saved, and all of that, but yet they went out and got all the jump shot. That shows a lack of faith, and they don't know nothing. So when this beast is kick out, hey, you could bet your bottom dollar a lot of them people in them food lines, when Esau start rationing out food, it's gonna be those plantation Christians. That was going to them little churches, little Baptist, Church in Christ, all that stuff, man. It's gonna be them because they don't know. They don't even know who the devil is. They think the devil is some red man with a pitchfork on the ground burning people. No, man, it's Esau Edom. And the devil is the Most High is using the devil right now to put everybody in a bad way. So you have to come to him to get what you need. He gonna make the Most High gonna see if you're gonna bow down to this devil. And to offset this devil, you gotta know who the devil is. You gotta know. You gotta know what's going on. You gotta know the system. You gotta know how society is moving. You gotta know what's coming in order to avoid it. And really to have your faith built up enough so that you can withstand all the wiles of the devil. And that's why this truth is so very important, because I see now we're ushering into that like at light speed right now. Like that, what's that, Revelation 12:12? The devil's come down with great wrath because he has a short time, loosely paraphrasing. Hey, that's happening right now. He coming it in, because I'm talking about, I've seen, like I said, 3 or 4 planes, and that's the most chemtrails I ever seen in a minute. It was crisscross chemtrails all over North Tulsa, all over the place. And then lo and behold, the weather get all messed up. And that's to destroy the crop. Because I was trying to put me some seeds in the ground. I keep having to push it back because I be looking and saying it's going to be cold and I don't want my stuff to die. So I might just have to put them in little starters. And you might have to bring your stuff in at night. Because Because you can't just put it in the ground outside because this devil about to kill your crop. And that's so you'll be prepped to take what he got to offer. Because they're going to come to us like, take this and then take that. And, we'll take care of you. And then when you do that, hey, you on the wrong side of your Habashah Shah. Because contrary to what these other camps teach, the RFID microchip, which is coming, they're talking about it more and more, which is coming. That is the mark of the beast. The money will go digital. We're going into a system that's technological and digital. It's a techno-digital type of system, man. It's going to be all, like the chick said, the Internet of Things. Everything going on the web. Hey, and I like how it calls it the web because, you get caught up in it. A lot of people caught up in the addiction of social media. They caught up in the web. TikTok addictions. That's that web capturing everybody. And that's how Esau wants it. And really, that's how Yahweh wants it. Because that's how he going to test who is his and who's not. It's a system we going into. And then this Yahweh moving that, man, through the left hand, through Esau, Edom. That beast system is being erected. And to make it go through and be efficient, they have to take away your resources. I see Esau taking away every little avenue to where he want to make it, you got to go through him to get what you need. Which we already like that, to a certain degree, but he trying to make it even worse. Well, you got to go to him for to even eat. But like Most High said, man, my servant shall eat. He going to make a way. And see, you got to believe that he going to make a way. That's why I say this thing is going to come down to faith. It's going to come down to faith. And I'm saying right now, we can see who got it and who don't. A lot of people ain't got that jump shot, man. They ain't got no faith. They already failed that small test. And all they had to do was, stay the course, which a lot of these other camps, man, didn't course stay people. You ask some camps telling their people to go get the jump shot. This blind leaders of the blind leading people into the grave. You can see it. That's why, hey, you got to think the Most High, he led us to the house of David. Our apostle elder said, don't do it. If you got to sacrifice whatever, hey, put your faith in the Lord, man. He will make a way. See, we faith-based Israelites. It's going to come down to faith, your belief, man. Yahweh Shah will direct your paths. He will lead you to where you will be sustained. I mean, you got to believe he going to protect his hopeful elect. You got to. Because check it out, because this is what Esau about to do. And the Most High is making him do it. This Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Did you peep that? Put that in red. That's Esau. He want that blood. You see that? That's blood right there. Esau's about to, if you don't bow down to him, he's going to seek to take your life away. So we're going to be like the three holy children and still stand up in the adversity of death. Because that's how Esau go get it down. Like, okay, he going to get mad. Like, if he see a Jake in the tent, boiling some water, still doing good without his system, he going to send some military troops over there, and they going to come see about you. And they going to be like, hey, you weren't authorized to do this. You ain't got this. You in city limits, and they going to seek to take your life away. And at that point, hey, you got to say some prayers in your spirit, and it's going to come down to, hey, you're going to have to see that power. See, you're going to find out if Yahweh Shah really love you or not. Truly love you or not. To preserve you at that time. So, that's the moment we're getting into. Lord willing, I'm going to go more into this famine with my brother later on. We plan to do a sit down. Lord willing, we get to do that because that's what this is all leading up to. So I want to talk about these chemtrails they're doing. This weather manipulation, which I did a lesson on that. If you want to know more about it, you go through my go down. I got a lesson where I go more into it and show it. Cause Esau at the point he's showing you how he manipulates the weather. He don't care no more. He think he's unstoppable. He's gonna tell you. They talking about the New World Order. They telling you global reset. they letting you know what's going down. So ain't no more conspiracy theories. Ain't no more all this ain't happening. Y'all just tripping. No, it's mainstream media. It's mainstream. It's a known fact that they are doing this. Manipulating the weather, manipulating the markets and the systems in order to force everybody into this new system, which they want you to be tagged like cattle. And the Jewish call it goyim. Goyim going to cattle. That's how they see us right now. And they want to do that. Because things is getting, like the truth is going out. They're losing control. Yahweh Shah is breathing down their necks. They got Yahweh Shah coming. So in their minds is if I chip them all, you know, if I put a device in all of them and make it to where he doesn't love them anymore, who's he coming back to save? Because that's what they're ultimately trying to stop from coming back. They're trying to stop the wedding. You know, that's why we say we bid you to the wedding. They're trying to stop the marriage of Israel, the nation, which compared to a woman, and Yahushua, which is the husband. They're trying to stop that reunion from happening, which they're not going to stop it. But you can't tell these devils that. They feel a pride. They got technology. They got the biggest military in the world. They're going to go for it. You know, they said they feel good about their chances. And they about to get upset because us here, the sleeper cells, the hopeful elect, the 144,000 are here amongst the people, and we looking to be raised up. We looking to show this devil what it is. And it's all going to come through your faith. That's the number one thing we need to build right now. So this lesson was to lock down on your faith. These devils are creating a famine, which Yahushua is creating a famine. Because he want to see that you got faith or not. And we getting down to the nitty gritty, man. All this stuff, it can come into play any day now. The system is already set up. They can just announce it. All they got to do is say, dollar has crashed. We're moving to this. And everybody got to scramble to that. You know, that's going to create part of martial law scenario because people going to panic. Because, you know, all Jake know is cash money. So when that happens, you know, the 2/3 going to really just go crazy. And they can initiate martial law, blackouts. The grid, they said they can just do a cyber attack. Either blame it on Russia or blame it on the solar flare. That's on the books. So it's all set up. So we should be doing, which me, myself included, I'm about to go into, I'm going to start reading the book of Psalms again, which is like the biggest book in the Bible. I think it take you a minute to get through Psalms, but I like to go through Psalms because King David, he was all about that faith, man. King David's faith was out of this world. And he's a good example to be like. That's why King David didn't worry about nothing. He always prayed when he was in trouble. He always knew Yahweh was going to deliver him out of trouble. He wasn't scared of Goliath or his brothers, man. That was a mighty man, slaying tens and thousands of men. So we need to be like that. Faith need to be unwavering. It need to be solid. It need to be strong. Because we're going to the times where that's going to be the most chief prizable thing. The principal thing is faith. So I'm gonna be running through Psalms, getting my faith up. I recommend you get your faith up because we're gonna need it. Because these devils about ready to go ahead and try to cap off their beast system. They're about to go ahead. They're ready to run that scenario. And you know, stockpiles of bottled water, noodles, and guns, that's not gonna get it, man. Their technology is much greater than that. They got high frequency weapons, direct energy weapons, satellite weapons, drones. They got it all. They got the whole. They own the internet. You know, these devils control the internet. So they have technology on their side, but we have Yahweh on our side, which is greater than what they got, and they don't want us to know that. That's why they run all this fear campaign. You know, they're trying to scare you. You know, you got faith, you don't get scared like that. That's why King David wasn't scared like that. King David wasn't afraid of Goliath, man. He had that faith. When you got that faith, you don't be scared like that. You be calm, you know? And that's where we need to be at. So I just came with that quick hitter, let them know, like, hey, man, this devil, hey, they really creating that fame. They really running that scenario. So I hope this been edifying. Hey, Lord willing, hey, keep the faith. Yahshua, keep that faith, which goes to your oil. Keep it burning, you know? Keep studying. Hit some faith-based scriptures to boost your faith, because hey, now is that time. We in overtime. We at the nitty gritty, and it's getting down to the wire. So ain't no time to be playing and camp hopping. Hey, leave them other camps alone, man. Hey, they're done. The Most High has exposed them. Get with the real, and stay here and build up. Get edified. Ain't nobody come with edification like Great Millstone. You know, I've been down here for 4 years. I can testify to that. You know, I've been looking at these other camps. They off, man. They gonna get their people straight destroyed. So, hey, Lord willing, is edifying. Till the next time, shalom.